Welcome, everyone. My name is Kimberly Sanders, and I have my glorious and amazing friend, Yarrow Dankert, on today. And we have a beautiful opportunity. We wanted to come here and share our hearts with you and invite you to one of the most amazing opportunities on this planet as of yet. We've joined an economic revolution. It's called the Purium economy. We are united with this company that has regenerative farming practices and the ability to allow people to take their sovereignty back, take their health back into their own hands, and really make a difference in their families' health and in their financial peace. And that is what Yarrow and I are here doing today. I want to introduce my friend Yarrow. We've been friends since elementary school, and it is literally a dream to have someone like her on the front lines with me on this team, being able to have so much of her wisdom, so much of her grace, and so much of her education. This woman is a holistic health practitioner. She's a certified clinical herbalist, and she is a I want to say world renowned, a certified massage therapist and also a regenerative health practitioner. And she also uses kinesiology to really truly test whether the body is in resonance to the food that we're here bringing to people. And I have gotten to watch her through the years become and unfold and just blossom out into the leader that she is in this community for her family, for her community, and for this team. And so we're here to invite you to join us, to be able to take your health back and to be able to step into a state of leadership because of your own healing journey and your own wellness practices. And when I get to do a call like this with someone like Yarrow, with her caliber of understanding of the quality and the purity of what she's found, she's already done so many things in life. She's had her own health food store and all of it. So without further ado, I'd love for you to tell us where you were before Purium and what really caught your eye about Purium when we started talking about it. I'd love to hear that piece and just what has brought you so much passion to step into all of the things that I've just shared about you too.
Sure. Where was I? I was feeling kind of burned out and separate and lonesome. Lonesome in my existence when you introduced me to Purium was toward the beginning of the pandemic. And it's almost 3 years. It's coming up on 3 years this month, actually. I'm not sure the date, but we're just about to the 3-year mark. And I think I was just feeling pretty lost. Wondering, my health food store had closed quite a few years before that. And I just had no idea what a toll that was going to take on my spirit of feeling really like I had actually failed in an attempt to do something. And I'm such a perfectionist in my life. And so I really always want to be accomplishing things. And I just wasn't at that place anymore. It's like working with clients and seeing people and helping them become their best selves is what really fulfills me. But I burnt out on being able to do that with my hands physically with massage therapy, and was seeing people still on a limited basis with herbs and helping them put together juice fast protocols and nutritional protocols, where I had been working with supplements quite a bit because I had a health food store. I think my life has led me down paths to help me develop in the ways that I have, of course, as all of ours do. And when I saw the ingredients on Purium, well, first I got your invitation to give them a try and that they were the best thing ever. And so, of course, just went like, okay, yeah, of course, I'll try it. I'm a total health nut. I'll try anything ever. And did love the ingredients, the taste, and the outcome of ingesting the superfoods. And then shortly thereafter, it just started to develop into this growth of my spirit and an awakening of who I really want to be, why I'm here on the planet, like all the pieces that that come into play when something shows up in your world and makes you really think about what you're doing. Like there aren't that many of them. Our lives are pretty darn short, actually. And so looking back on stuff, I think that it has now become like one of the decisions that I made that created an actual difference in what's going to happen in my life from here on out.
That's amazing. And, you know, there's a lot of people right now that don't have a lot of hope and a lot of direction. And that's a like missing piece, is when we start detoxifying our bodies and really flooding them with pure nutrition that doesn't have chemicals, that isn't man-made, that's actually grown in regenerative soil. There's a type of unity that comes in with our mind, body, and spirit, and a re-remembering of who we are and what we're doing. And so I know you've brought a lot of people through this, what we start everyone with. It's called the Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation. And really, it's an invitation to start stepping into this self-care with 90 days of superfoods at the bare minimum. Most people have been doing the same thing that they've always done, thinking that they're going to get a good
Outcome.
And really, they say that that's insanity. So what we do and why we're here is to invite you to join us into stepping into adding these amazing regeneratively grown superfoods and detoxing the body and removing parasites. And I wanted you to speak on that, because parasites are a major situation that most people are dealing with. There's tons of autoimmune disorders, there's gut issues, there's all of these things, and it's all of the genetically modified food. It's what also is being sprayed on the food. We also have one of the only products that has been third-party tested that actually eliminates and starts to remove the product called glyphosate, which is Roundup in the gut microbiome. So I wanted you to touch on, you know, parasites and the nutrition and what happens to people when they actually put real food into their bodies.
Yeah, well, we transform. um, I think the most important thing about this to start out with is that when you are a person that is trying to reach a level of clean or clarity of mind, or like you have a standard about what you're putting in your mouth, because there's so many different types of people, and there aren't that many that are thinking consciously about everything that they put in their mouth and or on their skin. Is that it's not enough anymore to just eat clean or just eat organic. The ingredients in this Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation and the whole company's products are all whole source food based, regeneratively grown, like they've created a new standard of cleanliness. And so if you have standards of cleanliness and you look at the ingredients and or you watch any of the videos or any of the information about this company, they're the best of the best of the best. Their quality is unmatched with any other company. Not that you can't find another company that has products that taste really good or that are really beneficial, but it's like, if you want to be able to move forward in life now on the planet at the level of toxicity that we're at, with everything, with the water that we're showering in being absorbed into our bloodstream in like 15 seconds, the air that we're breathing and all of the biotoxins that are floating around in the air, the dioxins, the plastics, it literally is everywhere. It's in all our beauty products. It's in our shampoo, for goodness sake. It's like all of those toxins are being absorbed. So when you make the decision to step into a standard of what you're putting in your body and in your mouth, these products they're the max, they're the best. They couldn't be any more clean and regenerative. And then there's also the argument of the people that are behind it and the energy of the company itself. And this company is so integritous. Dave and Amy are the owners and co-founders of the company, and each of them in their own right is just an amazing and wonderful person. Dave is a renowned formulary. He's been around forever. He has a star on Hollywood Boulevard, I hear. He actually is like an almost famous person, and he started out by helping his friends in Hollywood drop a few pounds and turn their light on for their time in the movies and in Hollywood when they're getting their when they got to turn their charisma on. And these greens and all of these powders really do that for us. So they start by detoxifying, and then you are getting every single nutrient and vitamin that you could possibly need from ingesting these powders and using them as sometimes as meal replacements and adding them to your world of the foods that you're already eating. You still are doing yourself a huge favor. Like, you don't have to go into a big heavy program. I hear people saying all the time, well, they don't want to do it wrong, and there is no doing it wrong. You just start adding it to your world and putting it in there, getting these foods in your body, vibrating yourself with this amazing nutrition, and you start to feel a shift, and you start to feel a change in your spirit and in your cellular makeup. It is like true regeneration. So regeneration is the code word these days for the new thing, the clean, the best, the organic, the all of that. And this is so regenerative. It's grown in regenerative soil. They started that process, and I think there are only like 19, there's a 9, could be 90 regenerative farmers in the world right now, and they are one of them. So, and Amy has a heart of absolute gold, and she wants to help people grow their businesses. She wants for people to feel the amazing feelings that you feel when you start taking in this level of nutrition and spread the wealth in the world, not to corporations. I think she is the CFO of the company. She stands behind the real idea of doing this as a business, where you let someone share their experience, their unbelievable experience, as everyone has with these products, instead of hiring someone to do advertising and marketing, where in the advertising and marketing world, you're just keeping the money in that flow in the big corporations. And what Amy and Dave want to do is put money in the pockets of the people. And it makes a huge difference in the way the world would work if we would all take the steps to shop local, put money in the hands of the actual people that are offering you goods, rather than going to Walmart, going to these big corporations, using the big companies that do advertising and marketing. And so in that way, I feel really good about using these products in my practice. Everyone that I offer them to has great results. So that has never been a question. And it's just about whether or not you resonate with it and you feel a trusting of being able to jump into something, as Kimberly said, for 90 days seems to really be the magic number for making a big change in the way that you're feeling and being able to shift some of the old patterns that you have going on in your world. And I think that Purium has helped me definitely shift some old patterns. The biggest thing I would say is that it's just kind of woken me up and helped me feel inspired about being alive again, put some money in my pocket, and gave me this unbelievable tool to offer to my clients to reach that level of fulfillment that I really want to reach by helping people get well. Like, that is at the base of everything that I do, is trying to figure out what the root cause is of what a person has going on to help them get well. And this level of nutrition touches on so many root causes, because many, many people are just suffering from being malnourished.
Yeah. Wow. So inspiring, Yarrow. You have dedicated your whole life. You've put tons of money into all the training, and you help so many of us in this community. And that's the other piece that Yarrow and I have, not just the two of us, it's a whole community of like-minded people. And we get to be in a state of honor to join who she shared, Dave and Amy, and to know that we've been working with some of our farmers now for the past 30 years with all of this amazing soil practices and all of this goodness. So I'm so grateful to have you share your heart with this. And, anyone that is watching this, please get back to Yarrow or myself or whoever shared this with you, and know that we are inviting you personally. The person that sent this to you it's a personal invitation to you to be able to see what is possible in your reality, to really start taking care of the bodies that we get to live in. Because really, it's the only home that we have. And if we start taking care of these bodies, we can start taking care of the planet, and the planet then takes care of us. And it's really this amazing, just infinity loop of goodness and grace, and also exit the paychecks matrix, where we are exchanging dollars for hours and really being able to step into full leadership of our lives so that we can help other people do the same. So we'd love to have you join us. Yarrow, do you want to close out with anything else before we leave?
Yeah, my invitation expands to all practitioners, anybody who is already in the holistic or alternative health world, yogis, entrepreneurs, acupuncturists, chiropractors, physical therapists, all of the people that are working to help people get well that are not a part of big pharma. This is a foundational piece of what you need to really help people come into their best selves, to be able to move through or past dis-ease and come into the place where we're actually deciding what we want to do with our lives and becoming who we want to become, without that weight and that anchor of who we are. I am so excited to help people grow their businesses. Like, this isn't the type of opportunity where you have to come in and do everything. Kimberly and I are here and waiting and like super excited about helping people and talking with people about what they have going on in their lives, and painting a picture for ourselves then of what needs to be introduced to help make that life feel more balanced, more lucrative, more productive, any of the positive words and growth and development that you can add to that. Is like, when I joined Purium, it was very exciting to feel really good and have the nutrition. The biggest piece for me was that I then had this community of people, definitely with Kimberly at the helm, who just see me for who I am and make me feel so loved and honored. And that's the piece that's really so important for your personal development and your growth. Is, do you have a support system? Are there people out there that actually see you? Is there anyone that you can share yourself with and not feel self-confident or shy or nervous or all those things? It's like the community that we have developed together is unbelievable. Everybody's so supportive and so wonderful. And so I didn't even realize that the piece that was missing for me was community. And now I do, for sure, have so much backing and just feel so solid in that piece. So when I'm working on personal development and working on what I want to be when I grow up and where I'm headed in this world and all of that kind of stuff, I already know that I have this really solid community of support behind me. And I know that some of that also comes from having rebuilt my gut with this particular program. And Kimberly mentioned the glyphosate a little earlier, and it's so important. It's such a huge piece of what's going on with this. And I'm sure that many of you have already heard that your gut is the origination of everything. People say all disease begins in the gut. You have a gut feeling. Your gut is the core of who you are. It's where your spirit resides. And when your gut isn't working correctly, you don't have the ability to make the happy chemicals. And so not having happy chemicals can make you feel sad and depressed, for sure, anxious, absolutely, but also can just play on that, like how balanced or solid you feel in your life. And when your gut is happy, your everything is happy. And this program specifically works to remove glyphosate, which is the most common agricultural herbicide that they are spraying on all the crops, even the organic crops, which is so disheartening. They're allowed to use the glyphosate on the organic crops as a desiccant, which means to dry out the plant before they harvest it. Not as an herbicide, as it has so many different patents, but glyphosate just eats holes in our gut and actually kills our microbiome. So when you join with Purium and you start taking the ultimate lifestyle transformation, part of the program is a product called Biomedic, which will remove the glyphosate from the body and help to rebuild your gut. And rebuilding your gut, it creates this other level of stability in your emotional body that is really unsurpassed. It's really, really important for the way that you're feeling and how you're able to put yourself out in the world. And when you can digest, that is an indication that you also can process the emotions that are going on. You can absorb and move through all of the many trials and tribulations that are thrown at us all the time, every day in these lives. And it helps to give you the strength to be able to do all of that. Besides, starts to curb your cravings and makes you actually want to bring in more healthful food into your world. Or I noticed that for myself and for my clients for sure.
Nice. Yes, this is what we are inviting you to experience with us. So, the best part is you get $100 off your first purchase, and we start coaching and guiding you into the food and even the opportunity to create this financial stability to come into your life so that you could also empower other people. So we're looking for the leaders. We're looking for people that want to make a difference, who want to be the change that we wish to see in the world, because we have all the tools here and we have a fully locked and loaded opportunity to be able to join this beautiful mission and vision that Yarrow just painted so beautifully. So thank you all so much. And Yarrow, thank you with all of my heart. That was amazing. And we'll talk to you all soon. Thanks.